By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check it backer, check it backer.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side with Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Bravo!
Working from the gun, Keenan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 33-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Allen. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. 3rd down here. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Kendall Beckwith. In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
It's our time. It's our time.
From the gun, it's Keenum. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Henry down right around the 25. In on the stop, Kevin Minter.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On play action, Allen. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Mike.
Take out time. Mike, please.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 40.
Here's Keenum now on second down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 11 yards there, first down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
You got nothing.
On first and 10, here's Keenum. He completes it to Evans. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A 28-yard gain. And the Buccaneer first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Running right, Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10.
54, right there. 54 back.
Now again, right side. It's Jones. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Adoree Jackson on the tackle. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. From the gun, here's Keenum. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Keenum now to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen now looks to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
17 more yards. That's another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, 180. Check mark 54. Alert. 54. Hey, here we go.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen completes it to Davis. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This is Lewis. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Get that quarterback at all costs.
From the 29, Allen. That's complete to Sharp. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go, baby.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on the first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Check. Watch 54. No gain on this defense. No gain.
Mike Fight.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Allen now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch 54. I got you, punk. Hey, tight. Pick it up. Stop.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From behind, and he's going to be driven down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Keenum. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, You can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Push him back. Push him back.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Allen now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Henry running right. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
54. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This is fielded at the 7. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Blue 20. 54 Mike. Not today, you are. Not today.
Throwing on 2nd down. Keenum. Now he'll let it go deep left. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Drop deep. Hey, I need one over here.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, take 53, 55.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. He's got Evans. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Here's Barber. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
One more time with Barber. Oh, Barber loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting. Understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. And they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Allen now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Allen off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Right there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen, now a desperation throw. Deep depth. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Succop, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 26 yards. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Henry trying to run inside, but nothing there. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
It's caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A game there of 30 big ones. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.
You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems. dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go when the rain starts.